What's up, guys? It's your boy JT. I'm gonna recap on my picks of week 1. I picked the Eagles over the Falcons. They won. It was a really hard game. I said they would give us a fight. The score didn't go the way I predicted it, but the Eagles took it in game 1. We did allow a couple of sacks, and we got a couple of sacks on Matt Ryan, but that's the way it goes, Dirty game, dirty play, you gotta get it to win, dude. Guts of glory. My second pick was the Saints over the Buccaneers. I had no idea, dude, the Bucs were gonna play like that. They played an unbelievable game. Well, Ryan Fitzpatrick played an unbelievable game, and I didn't even see that coming, dude. 48-40, holy crap, dude. Hats off to the Bucs and the Buccaneers. Yeah, dude. So I picked the Eagles to win. I won. I picked the Saints. I lost. So right now I'm 1-1. And my third pick, I picked the Browns to beat the Steelers. They ended up tying. So right now I'm 1-1 on my picks, and that's crazy how they tied, man. They should have won that game, but that rain, I guess, affected that field goal at the end, and that's what happens. Fuck, they should have took it, dude. Should have made that field goal easy, but I don't know what happened. On to the next game. So the Texans, I picked the Texans over the Patriots. I lost that game. I really thought the Texans would have played better than what they played, but the referees, they made some bad calls in that game, that Patriot game. That's just... That catch from Gronk was not a catch, dude, where he fell and shit, and you couldn't see if it was a catch. Definitely not a catch. Hit the ground. But that's just my personal opinion. So, I got that one wrong because I picked the Texans. So, right now I'm 1-2-1 on my picks for week 1. On to the next game. I picked the Vikings over the 49ers. And I was right, barely. It was a really good game. They did sack Jimmy Garoppolo. They put a lot of pressure on Jimmy. He threw a couple of interceptions. And Kirk Cousins and the offense of the Vikings, they just fed off that defense, dude. So hats off to the Vikes. They took it. That gives me a win because I picked them. So I'm 2-1 right now. On to the next game. The Ravens over the Bills. I just knew the Ravens were going to beat them, but I didn't know it was going to be a massacre. 47-3. Holy crap, dude. Freaking Ravens made the Bills look like they don't have anybody on their team, dude. I mean, damn. Hats off to them. On to the next game, the Titans at the Dolphins. I didn't think the Titans were not playing without Mariota, but then I realized last minute I still had my pick on the Titans, and obviously Ryan Tannehill and the Dolphins, and the Dolphins D, dude, they took it to them. They got an interception, stopped on 4th and goal and stuff, so hats off to the Dolphins. That gives me a loss. Right now I'm 3-1 on my week 1 picks. So on to the Colts and Bengals. Man, dude, Colts should have won that game. Definitely, the Colts should have won that game. Andrew Luck had a pass. The receiver caught it. It was 27-23. And they're marching their way down the field. Andrew Luck completes his pass, and the receiver freaking fumbles it, dude, at the last minute of the game. The guy picks it up from the Bengals and returns it for a touchdown. That's how they got 30-4. It would have been 30-27 and the Colts would have won, but that fucking bullshit happened to the freaking... I mean, that's crazy because it's not even Andrew Luck's fault, dude. But that's the way it goes. That gives me another loss. So I'm 3-4-1. On to the Jags and Giants. I knew the Jaguars are a good team, dude. That's why I picked them. I picked them to win over the Giants in New York. And they win. They took care of business. They were leading the whole game. They led the whole game, won it. Giants couldn't even score a touchdown. Their new running back had to score. I mean, their rookie running back, dude. I mean, he's good. He played for Penn State. So I watched that guy in college. So I already knew how that guy played. So that gives me another win. Puts me at 4-4. The Chargers face the Chiefs. I couldn't believe the Chargers, man. I mean, their whole team needs work. Their line needs work. Their defense needs work. Their special teams needs work. Well, not all their special teams. The return defense of the special teams, because, I mean, they had a return in that game. They had long passes for touchdowns in that game. Like, the only thing they really kind of didn't have was, like, a run. Like, a big run, but they had a small, big run. But that was, I mean, Chargers need a lot of work on their team, dude. But I do think they'll beat the Bills this week. So that puts me 4-5-1. On to the Panthers and Cowboys. I knew the Panthers would win, dude. So that's why I picked them too. But I didn't think they were going to win 16-8. Like, that's, I mean, I guess both teams need work, because 16-8 is not a high score, dude. I mean, I thought the Panthers would have scored at least 24. And, I mean, I know that's 7 more points than what they scored, but at least up there, you know, and leave the Cowboys at 8 or whatever. But they scored 16 points. I think they might lose against the Falcons this week. I also picked the Falcons this week, so that puts another win on my board. That puts me at 5-5-1. So the Seahawks at the Broncos. It was a good game, man. I'm not even going to lie. It was a good game, but both quarterbacks, they threw, I mean, Case Keenum threw 3 interceptions, and then Seahawks quarterback got sacked, threw a couple of interceptions too. Like, it's pretty crazy, dude. Like, that game went pretty crazy. I'm not even going to lie. But yeah, you know, the Russell Wilson Seahawks line is like, it's pretty banged up. Like, it's pretty messed up, dude. They're getting through that line like nothing. So they need to work on their line. So that puts me at another loss. So I'm 5-6-1. So then I picked the Cardinals. I don't know what the hell I was thinking picking the Cardinals. I'm thinking that they're at home. They're going to do good. You know, like, they have Sam Bradford, whatever. Man, they go in there. They can't even score until the fourth quarter. Like, They didn't even sack Alex Smith, dude. Like, no mames. Like, it's just crazy, bro. That game was just all Redskins. They scored like at the last 4 or 5 minutes, and like, you know, you have to compete against your opponent, you know? Like, I don't know what I was thinking on that pick, dude, but that was just really a blowout win for the Redskins. And that puts me at 5-7-1. On to the next game. I picked the Bears over the Packers. There's no excuses, dude. The Bears should have won that game. Like, I don't care who you are. You're up 20-0. You have the ball at the last freaking possession of the game. And you're going to pass it 4 or 5. 4 or 5. They passed it like 7, 8 times on pass plays. Putting them at 4th downs twice. And one of them, they got a penalty, so they got bailed out. The other one, they did 4 straight passes that went nowhere. And all they needed was a freaking field goal, dude, to beat the Packers. I mean, y'all got to make some better calls in Chicago. Like, I mean, that was the coach's fault, bro. Definitely the coach's fault. All the way, dude. I blame the Bears coaches on that one. So that puts me at 5-8-1 for the picks for week 1. On to the Lions and Jets. I don't know what happened to the Lions, bro. I picked the Lions because, you know, you think they'd be at home. Matthew Stafford come back. I don't know what he's doing out there. I don't know what decisions you're making. And they had a close game at half. It was 10-17 at half. Then they come into the third quarter. They make a badass drive. They get downfield. They score. And it's 17-17. After that, of course, the Jets responded. They had their own drive, Sam Darnold. And it was 24-17. But then, out of nowhere, Matthew Stafford loses his cool, dude. He starts throwing pick 6 left and right. The Jets ended up scoring like, what? I think it was 31 points in the third quarter alone, dude. The third quarter alone. That's just ridiculous. Like, what the heck happened, you know? How do you make those kind of decisions? You had the game close the whole game, and then all of a sudden 31 points, throwing pick 6s left and right. Damn, dude, you guys got to work on your crap. So then that puts me 5-9-1. The last game, I picked the Raiders over the Rams because I'm a big John Gruden fan. So I believe in the Raiders. You know, I believe that even this week, I think they'll beat the Broncos. I don't know if it's just I'm a John Gruden fan, but, you know, I really feel like the Raiders would do good with him as head coach. I was always a Gruden Grinder fan. Like, when he was on Monday Night Football, dude, that guy, he's an awesome coach. Role model and stuff. But yeah, my total record for week 1 picks, it was 5-10-1. So basically, I have a losing record. But we'll see how it goes for week 2. I'll give you guys my picks for week 2 tomorrow. I'll make a video on that. And probably I'll do a score prediction too. I already have my list of picks, but I'll do it tomorrow. I have it inside somewhere. I don't have it with me. But yeah, tell me y'all's picks, dude. Comment on the bottom. Tell me y'all's picks. Score predictions, whatever y'all want to do. It's your boy, 1-8 out. Subscribe to my channel. Peace.